What's up, Brawlers? Deathblow here, back again with another coaching video. Really don't have much by way of housekeeping at the beginning of this one, so just a quick reminder for all of you, if you want to get your games coached, you will need to join the Discord. You can use the link in the description down below. Upload your video to either YouTube or Google Drive, and then drop a link to that video in the coaching submissions channel in that Discord. So really hope to get some more submissions from you guys and gals. There are a couple backlogged. I think there's 2 ready to go. I'm still getting to all of them, but nonetheless, please feel free to send any more, even if I don't make a video out of them. I will direct message you with any notes or comments that I have on the game, and I try to include some screenshots, and I think so far it's been valuable to everybody that didn't get a full video made out of it. And for the record, I usually only don't make a video out of it if I didn't really disagree with very much that you did. So let's go ahead and dive into this one. I watched a couple of the early turns. I really haven't gotten too deep into this game yet, so hopefully I don't have to scrap it because they did such a great job. But I guess we'll see. We're going to see a start here with the Sherwood Sure Shot. And we're going to see a lock, too. We're on Fallen Angel, so we do want to split between good and evil minions. That spell is a pretty solid turn 2 option here, along with an evil minion. So I don't mind the lock there. Move things along a little bit. Trying to use the arrow keys, as somebody commented that those work, but I'm trying to get used to the amount of jumping you have to do. So Black Cat's a much better buy here to go along with the spell. I believe it's a bug, but it is something that the developers have said. Once the Black Cat dies, the second copy counts as another minion. So you'll only need 1 more evil minion after you buy that Black Cat, which I believe they do. Yep. So 1 more evil minion, and then you won't get the bonus until the Black Cat dies. So you'd want to position accordingly, right? You'd want to then put the Black Cat in position 1, if at all possible. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Nice little combat and an easy win against the Pants player. Hair for the Sure Shot's great. A lot of neutral minions, which is really unfortunate, but luckily you did have the chicken, which is a great purchase. Allows you to cycle it away later. Get something that fits into the plan a little better. In. Okay. Oh no, you're gonna draw. All right, a solid turn. Typically, you want to try to use the True Love's Kiss if at all possible. It is a little tough on this turn, what is this, 4? So looking at this, probably don't want to buy Princess White. Let's see what they do buy. Yeah, Stag's the best option here, given that we don't want to go into dwarfs, and then there's really no alternative. You just buy the baby root and move on. I do also agree with not locking, although I will say it is an option to lock this and then cast it next turn. Your board's almost full. You've got the chicken, so you'd be able to potentially buy a different 2-drop if it did show up. Don't know that I'd do it, though. I would kind of want to hit some triples, and I think we're on a decent line here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Ugh. Okay. Well, no Polywoggle Slay. That's nice. Oh, we did give him a Slay Gold, which is unfortunate, but an easy win. All right, we've got a triple. What's nice about this triple is that it doesn't disrupt the 3 good minions. We still have them. Hermes Boots isn't great this early. Personally, I'm not a big fan. I think I'd go Dark Contract. Oh, shoot. I'm trying draw on the screen software, but that's not working. So I'll have to look into this more and get into it next video. But yeah, I think I'm leaning Dark Contract here. Looking at these, I know I'm going to want to buy 2 evil minions. I know I'm probably going to want to replace that Black Cat eventually. And it's just such a strong buff. Even though it's only for 1 turn, it's not permanent. It really can single-handedly win some combats for you in these early turns. So that's the direction I'm leaning there. Ring of Meteors can't hurt you because of the +2 buff. I think that's a solid option. But Hermes Boots is really only good until we fill our board. So what, 1 more turn maybe where it's going to be really valuable. Ring of Meteors can do some damage, and listen, we need evil minions, and spoiler alert, I know that we're going to be buying a Darkwood Creeper on this turn. So it's a little tough to unbiasedly comment on that, right? But either one of those 2 options, I think you'd be so much better this turn than with the Hermes Boots. And I mean, hindsight's 2020, right? Knowing we're getting the Darkwood Creeper this early, you should definitely have taken, but you know, you can't play it that way. One thing I will say, I'm not wild about the choice of the Minotaur. What were your other options at that time? It's a 5-3 versus a 2-5. I mean, I kind of get it. I guess it does get to go in front of a baby root. It's not a hugely impactful decision, I don't think, either. And it does pump the Black Cat a little bit as well. So I get it, but I would tend to just not buy Minotaurs on spec for the most part. But yeah, I'd say that's the first misstep. Hermes Boots is a better late game card, mid to late game card than it is an early game treasure. So I think I would have skipped that one for either of the other 2 choices. We're going to see an easy win here. Some nice pumps, too. So, Creeper's putting in work right now. Is there any thought to using that spell? Let's see if we buy this. Okay. So personally, I think I might have used the spell on the baby root. I also definitely wouldn't be locking a Minotaur triple. Level 2 treasures just aren't great, and I'd much rather see a 4-drop. Looks like you're starting to think along those lines as well. Let's jump ahead and see what you did there. All right, we do keep it locked. Listen, I don't mind having the access to the Polywoggle, so I'm a little curious what you're going to do with these things next turn as well. Doesn't have to be terrible for you, but I just generally wouldn't be locking a 2 treasure there in that situation. A good 4-drop is, in my opinion, just much better. Like a Sporko or Lady of the Lake, something like that for you would just be phenomenal. So, big combat here. Big win. Yeah, Shepherd Sling seems like the best bet. I think there's good value to be had from Secret Stash, but we're currently undefeated. We're decently strong. So, yeah, I don't mind this at all. And yeah, I like that you didn't roll. If you're going to lock that shop, extract maximum value from it, I'd be trying to use that Polywoggle. Yeah, or as well. Feel trapped a little bit by the fact that you tripled up that Minotaur, it looks like to me. And I would just drop Minotaur for the Polywoggle. It's got a good attack, but it's just only going to 1-for-1 trade with 5 toughness and that, so. Oop. I also stopped using the arrow keys for no reason. That's unfortunate. What's nice, though, is it's getting pumped when it doesn't get its value. Oh, he's got the triple. It's going to be harder for you to hit now. Here's your 1-for-1 trade. Okay, so there's 2 4s here. I'm going to take a look at 2 5s. I'm not even thinking. I'm just hitting the spell. Perfectly done. And I'm doing anything and everything in my power to get that Southern Siren onto the field immediately. No. I would also swap it into the Minotaur's positioning. Minotaur doing almost nothing for you here. Gotta go, in my opinion. And we're not going to hit anything with the Siren. So the Siren's got to go position 5. Or position 1 with an open spot somewhere on your board. Good win. Orko is so good. In a build where you're pumping your attack, you've got the Stag to give it some additional value. It can help your Brave Princess trigger. Sporko. I can't stress that enough. That's like one of the dream 4-drops that I feel like you're looking for with Fallen Angel. Can't pass it up. I also love 3-drop treasures, so I would have probably bought the Creeper as well. I don't understand the role here. Spell's fine, but I'd have rolled for something that might have been better. Yeah. So a little bit of a rough turn, in my opinion. Just a little too roll happy. And like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse. What are we locking for? Let's see if we even do. I don't have you here to respond or answer, but I don't know what you're hoping to lock this for. It's way too late for a Vampire. We don't have enough animals, so the only thing I can think of is this spell. And I just don't think it is worth locking for at this stage of the game. You're going into 5. It would be nice to leapfrog right into 6, but you've got 2 polywoggles that you kind of want to get value out of. Yeah, I don't like this lock. I don't think it really does too much. We're on a bit of a loss streak. We're gonna eat a loss here. It certainly looks like, at least. Hey, we stole something. Yeah, I can't win this one. So yeah, there's no reason to expect to hit double trigger on the spell. Is that what you're doing? Okay. We use the spell, so we can't lock that spell. Great to hit the triple polywoggle. I'm grabbing Secret Stash here because I've been losing. Good choice there. And yeah, we got the Minotaur off the board. Oh, don't put it back. Oh, boy. Love this Minotaur, my friend. I don't know what it does for you. I might lock that personally. I'm not expecting to hit this. So I would the end the Minotaur and then buy this the next turn, and I think that would put me in a pretty decent spot. Skip ahead. Slowly realizing that I can do that. Keep sending me submissions just so I stay in practice doing these. You know? Yeah, and look, the Southern Siren positioning is just not cutting it. It's so inconsistent to get value, and it should be value every single time. That was beautiful. That makes everything else okay here. Yeah, that was great. Huge hit. Huge hit. Okay, so what are we doing here? So my initial thoughts looking at this first shop that you've got are that I wouldn't buy anything. But you've got this Brave Princess, and you've got kind of dead cards, right? So you've got 4 good minions. I think I would probably be cutting White Stag for the Grim Soul, which would give the last Slay trigger that the Brave Princess needs. And then also put you in position to maybe use it going forward. I know that's not a great spot, but I'm also see that's a useful card, and like the Minotaur is just still there. I don't mean to keep harping on it, but like there's a fascination with the Minotaur. I honestly I just can't make sense of it, so it's throwing me for a bit of a loop. But I probably would have bought that Lady of the Lake, but again, I'm desperately trying to get rid of that card in my mind. So I'm viewing all these cards through the lens of I've got a complete dead hit in my lineup, and I want to get rid of it. Even still, I don't want this Minotaur, by the way. I'm also not giving up on the 3 good minions. So to me, it would be, and these got to be backline, right? So I'd only play one of the Medusas. I think I'd put it in position 2 with the Surefire, Sure Shot in position 1. Yeah. It is a bit of an awkward turn, I will say that much. But again, you've got at least I'll say this: the Minotaur is doing more now, but I'm still cutting it to have 3 good minions. All right, let's see what we hit on 6 now. That is a very clear signal to me. I'm building animals. I have one in my hand. I've got solid minion options or character options on the board for the transition. I'm 100% of the time buying both of those, though. I'm not casting this spell. I'm selling Brave Princess. Oh, I'm selling Minotaur, and or Brave Princess is another fine one to get rid of. I'm getting these animals back into my board, and I'm just maybe even selling to buy this Princess Peep. And actually, now that I'm saying it, I think that's absolutely correct. So you've gotten a very clear late game signal very early in the game when you've leveled, when other people very possibly haven't leveled, and I don't think you should be passing it up. Now I'm curious to see what you'll do with this shot, because again, this is another clear signal to me, and we've got to go in. Looks like we're gonna. So that's good. It's gone. So happy. No! Why? What is it doing? What is it doing? Oh, this. And honestly, at this point, it's like a game. So I'm loving this. Again, sorry to harp on it. I hope it's not coming across toxic in any way or anything. But yeah, a card I would have gotten rid of forever ago. It keeps coming back. It's in poor taste to say it's the herpes of SBB. Either way, it's too late. I said it, right? So here we are. Never, that Brave Princess will never trigger. That Robin Hood's going to put in some work, though. Oh, it gets another attack? Oh, I guess not. We're good. Great, bye. Snap off the Robin Hood. They're great. Nope. Friendly companion? Friendly spirit? Well, that's great. We're definitely going to buy that. A lot of just really good cards that fit what you're doing are just not making the cut, though. I don't would love to hear the reasoning. It's a really good, I think position 5 is probably where I'd put it, but I think it's just a really good, solid inclusion when you have kind of the open spot like you do right now. I also don't think there'd be anything necessarily wrong with going in and getting the Good Witch just to pump the 2 good boys. It's a small amount, but so be it. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of those just being added into the back line. It is a really tough spot where to position it, and the more I'm thinking about it, I think Robin Hood staying where it is probably correct. It's the focus. It's what you're trying to do. If you find value with some of the other things, great. If not, oh well. Oh, important to choose the Siren because the Robin Hood trigger is controlled then. So I'm guessing that was your thought process there, and you caught that before I did, so good job. That treasure's seldom the right choice. But we don't have any supports. I don't have any extra attacks. I mean, it's fine. None of these are bad, right? Actually, except for Evil Eye kind of is for you because you don't have supports. But I'm probably going Wand of Weirding. Just huge value on spells going forward can be a big deal, especially pump spells on the good boys. I think is pretty big. So I would have gone Wand of Weirding, but it is what it is. Kind of might as well use the spell in that situation. Definitely this one. There we go. I was hoping we got there. I'm also selling the 3 evils on the board, plus the stag for this friendly spirit. It's great in your composition. It'll catch buffs from the good boys, and then it'll further pass those buffs down the line. It's just a great card in your good boy comps, and it seems like it's not one that you're considering. So I think give it a try in your next good boy game, would be my advice. Good to get that trade. Just dominating this one. Take that, dead guy. A really good game for treasures for you. Hermes boots can go here. You don't care about any pumps. Yeah, snap that off. Perfect. That's probably better than the sure shot. It's certainly better than... I'm kind of missing what's in these shops. We're going very fast. And another friendly spirit skipped. Lady of the Lake is better than the sure shot. Just gives some added buffs to the front line. There's also... Oh, your Hand of Midas, though. There it is. That Echo Wood is the buy. Let's see if we do it. Like it? Medusa, Medusa, Stag. Those are the cells. No! So, such greed. It looked like you wanted to do it. I like locking for the It Was All a Dream. But, yeah, I just... had to go for that Echo Wood. You'd have popped off really hard here, I think. Especially the upgraded version, right? There's just no reason to keep those cards in your hand. They're not doing anything. Looks like we're winning this one. That was an unfortunate attack. Your backline's just so big, though. Very nice. Not great options. So Horde Dragon, yeah, you're about to potentially triple up your good boy. So I think that is great. Also, I don't want the Medusas anymore, but that's not going to interrupt your Hand of Midas to buy this and upgrade it annually. So pick it up, get your level 5 treasure, replace your Hermes boots, and you're in business, right? So I would make that purchase as well. Robin Hood's fine. Maybe the Green Knight might be better. Trying to decide. I might go Green Knight and play it over the Sure Shot. We can put the Lancelot in the front line. And then maybe Green Knight just one of the good boys. You can just Green Knight the second one. So the first one dies. That's been the one that's been getting the Robin Hood trigger every time. But Robin Hood's also very good. And it will only pump the second one by plus 15, plus 0. That's really unfortunate. And that means this is probably where we fall. Do the damage to ourselves too. So trying too hard to get value out of the Hand of Midas. Also not taking up treasure upgrades when they were available to you was a problem on that last turn. But in that last turn, mostly you just got sniped. My big comments here are, I think you made some decisions on some cards a while ago when you were playing the game, and you decided you didn't like them. And then maybe the meta shifted and now they're better and you're still ignoring them. Specifically, Friendly Spirit comes to mind there. Um, I don't know why we were, like I said a bunch, I don't know why we were keeping that Minotaur around. I think your team was worse than it needed to be for a while because we just kept dragging that card along with us. But overall, honestly, you made it into the late game. You were leading through the early turns. It was, I think, really just the questionable buy choices. Um, Specifically, I think you win this lobby if you fully invest into, where is it here? These two bear stains. I think that was the win condition that you let slip through your fingers. That is just such a clear signal to me. Again, I can buy these two and the Peep, and I can get them all on the board right now. And with this wolf in sheep's clothing, sheep and wolf's clothing, I can't remember which it is. It's whatever's backwards, right? So sheep and wolf's clothing is correct, I think. With the combination of those two plus the double, like that's so much more powerful than anybody else in the lobby was going to be at this point, that I really just think it was the way to go. But thank you so much for your video, B3. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Discord. You've been a very active member in the community there, and I really appreciate all your support. So thank you for opening up your gameplay to us here, allowing us to take a look and to learn from some of the decisions that you made. Hopefully we were able to impart a little knowledge. And even if nothing else, I just think keep retrying things, right? Things that you've decided that aren't great or that you don't want to play with. Force yourself to do it on occasion anyways, and really force yourself to keep reevaluating the game with every patch. Minor changes, that's one of the things that make those patch note reviews so nerve-wracking for me. I'm constantly thinking that my decisions are going to my analysis, my thoughts are going to blow up in my face, because the ripple effects of a balance change on a card that you wouldn't think would have any impact on another card, it's just very wide, the impacts of any changes they make in this game so far. And I think that there's cards like Friendly Spirit that are just not getting, you're missing out on some value on. They work really well, especially in a good boy comp. It just kind of more of the same thing. It's all fits the theme. It's just a really, really strong addition. So hope you give that a shot and consider it. And again, like I said, thank you so much. As I said at the beginning of the video, join the Discord, link down below in the description. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, give this video a like and throw a comment down below. Comments have been dropping off lately, so I'd love to get a little more conversation going in the videos. I do try and respond to things, so if you give some insight, give some thoughts, and I disagree with it, that's great. I'll probably leave a comment there. Don't be discouraged. That's the beauty of these strategy games, is it's always a constant discussion. It's a constant just internal mental tug of war with what the values are on things and what my opinions are on things. So keep sending your thoughts, keep sending in your insights, and hopefully we can all keep growing as players together. Thank you so much, Brawlers, and until next time, I'll see you in my lobbies.